Outreach presents three problems that we will need to solve together. Problem number one is that you don't have their contact information. Number two is that even if I did contact them, what do I say? Which comes down to a script and an offer. And the third thing, I've got the contacts, I know what to say and what my offer is, but I'm not getting enough replies. Number one, if we're trying to solve how do you contact someone, you have to build a list. So you build lists in three ways. Number one is that you build it with software. Just Google software for list, insert whatever your avatar name is for plumbers, for home services, for whatever. You pay a monthly fee, you export a list that meets your criteria. The second way you do it is you go to brokers. Brokers are people who own lists and they sell those lists to multiple people. And so you go to Mr. List Broker, you say, hey, this is a list that I'm looking for. How many you got? And they'll say, I've got 17,000 contacts that meet these criteria. And you say, awesome, how much? And then you do a little negotiate. And then option number three is you use the old elbow grease method, which is that you assemble the list yourself. Now, assembling the list yourself is, in my opinion, the most valuable way to do it because it's going to be a virgin list. In the first two scenarios, other businesses are also going to that software, are also going to those brokers, and so those leads might be tired of getting hit up. It still works. The long-term, in my opinion, best way to do this is to find the leads yourself. And you do that through looking at Yelp, Google Maps, databases that exist online for free, and you basically scrape them yourself. You can also go to Facebook groups, Reddit forums, things like that where people are already assembled together. All of these things are ways that you can build lists, and the list should just have the way that you can contact them. The second is you're like, what do I say? Well, I have the script inside of $100 million leads, so you can do that. Now, the second part is BFV. You're like, what's BFV? BFV is big, fast value. You'll notice that what I said with him was I had a free offer ready in my back pocket so I could disarm him. If you're talking to strangers, they're not gonna be as friendly as the people who know you. They're not gonna be as polite. And so you have to be even better with them with an amazing offer. I'm saying something that is superior to what other people are charging for. You'll be able to win more business. And it's actually one of the biggest force multipliers, especially on cold outreach, to get people to say yes, because they don't trust you, so you have to give them a big incentive to do it anyways. The third is I'm not getting enough replies. And you solve that with one thing, volume. Volume of reach out, being willing to accept no's, 100 no's, 1,000 no's to get to your yes. And we do that through automation and through collaboration. So you get other people to do more volume with you, and you also do technology to automate different portions of reach outs. Because believe it or not, every part of this process of building the list, getting your phone system set up if you're doing cold calling, if you're setting up accounts to do cold DMs, all of these things are automatable to a great degree. And so get good at tech because it will give you huge leverage on the amount of replies that you will get back for the effort you put in. And so method number four is one of the biggest, baddest methods because it is the fastest and also the most risky to do. But if you know how to do it well, you can get bags of this. This is money, a bag of money. So we just knocked on doors of complete strangers to get our first customers doing cold outreach. And now we'll transition to our fourth and final of the core four, running paid ads. Are you backed up in trash? You smell that smell? Is that what your Sunday night smells like when your trash is built up from the whole week? Does the smell of your trash drive you bananas? Because that time is over now. What's that? You missed your child's practice again? You didn't get to watch your favorite show again? You only have so many minutes in the day. Why would you spend it taking out your trash?
Alex, did you take the trash out?
I'm watching the game on my phone. Ever feel like that? You don't have to anymore. What's that? You love trash as much as I do? No, impossible. No one loves trash more than me. And so why would you rob me of the opportunity to clean your trash up for you? Is this you every trash day? I missed it, no! If this is what your Monday looks like, or whatever your trash day is, the day after you miss it, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. And so having seen house after house after house, busy professionals working home, forgetting to take their trash out, running after the truck to try and get it, only to realize that they have to smell their trash for another week or until the next pickup day, it's terrible. And so I decided to make a business just to solve that problem. And so we do three things better than everybody else. Number one is that we will never miss a pickup day ever. We guarantee that because if we ever do, we will give you 3 free months if we miss even one pickup day because we're so reliable at it. Number 2 is that we will always be on time. And so you're not like, when are they gonna pick it up? I know it's out there. So your trash isn't just sitting out in front of your door for a day while you wait for us to pick it up. We say that we're gonna be there at 7, we're gonna be there at 7. And the third thing is that you will only hear 2 statements from our team. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's it. It's service with a smile. If that sounds interesting, click the link or call 1-800-ALEX-TRASH. Dum dum dum, dum dum dum. We are here running paid ads today, the 4th of the core 4. Talking to people who don't know you, one to many. This is how running paid ads works. There's lots of free value in someone's newsfeed, whether it's their television that they're watching, or they're looking at the Instagram or the TikTok. And then there's a paid ad that goes in between the value that they're receiving. And then these are the strangers which you pay the platform to gain access to. Now, when we run a paid ad, there's really 3 parts to it. You've got the hook, you've got the meat of the video, which is just like retain, by the way. If you're like hook, retain, reward, it's like very similar. The only difference is at the very end, we're just gonna make a call to action. Right? Whereas in a piece of content, you might not do that and just have some sort of funny moment or something that makes it more shareable. That's the main difference between the two. And so the way that I've made ads, because I've made ads for a long time, the bulk of my material net worth has been made running paid advertising. So I have a decent amount of experience doing it. So let's watch together. Are you backed up in trash? Right off the bat, we do have the hook, which is a question. It's a yes-based question. Are you backed up? Now, I have 3 visual cues here to create curiosity and create a call out and filtering mechanism. Man with glove, trash slightly in the background. So this just looks weird. And so I'm gonna get someone to maybe give me a half a second of their attention. If this is what your Monday looks like, so what I just did was present the problem. You'll notice that all 3 of these things is simply honing in on who I want to respond, because when you're with ads, the reach is guaranteed. You're spending money to reach eyeballs. You wanna make sure the ad communicates that this is for this specific type of person, so they respond. You'll notice there's different ways that you can start an ad with a call out. All right, so the call out usually goes before the hook. The call out is you're trying to say to this specific avatar, this is for you. You can do visual call outs or you can do auditory call outs. Visual call out is something they can see with their eyes that says this is for me. An auditory call out is me saying, Las Vegas homeowners. This is who I'm talking to, which is the best hook, is saying this is for you. And then you put your real hook, which is the question or the lead to the ad. Forgetting to take their trash out, running after the truck to try and get it. These are all just pain points. People who are busy at work, they don't have time, they're coming back home, they're forgetting their trash day, only to realize that they have to smell their trash for another week or until the next pickup day. Pain. They have to smell their trash because they forgot about it and it's sitting there. The whole point here is we're agitating the pain. We're bringing up like, oh yeah, this is important. I really do need to fix this. This is something that I hate having to deal with. And so we do 3 things better than everybody else. So notice, I'm then introducing 3 things. All right, so when I was selling fitness programs, I sold fitness, nutrition, accountability. Trying to come up with 3 things for whatever the core service helps people know that you're about to tell them what it is, so that opens the loop so they're more likely to listen. And then it just gives them a way to organize the information so they can know the benefits. And I've just found 3 works great. Number 1 is that we will never miss a pickup day ever. And so I present probably the biggest pain point that they have, because that's what I introed the clip with. I put my guarantee right in the middle. Sometimes you can put the guarantee at the end, sometimes you put the guarantee at the beginning. So you can move the guarantee around. It felt like it matched most with this pain point and saying, not only that, just to go above and beyond, I'm gonna deliver this really fast value, crazy, amazing offer. So if we miss one day, we're gonna give you 3 months free. Now, all you gotta do is make sure that you don't do that. And if you have a business, then why would you miss it? But it sounds insane. Number 2 is that we will always be on time. All right, so the other issue is like, what other pain points are there? It's like, well, even if you know that what day that someone's coming there, do you want to have trash piled up in front of your house? It's another pain point. So the deeper you know your avatar and the deeper you know the pain points that they're experiencing around whatever the problem is, the more detailed you can be in description of the pain. And so copy and advertising is about the details, the smell of the trash, the chasing after it, the having it pile up in front of your house, the smell when neighbors come in, not just like you smelling it, but like, have you ever had somebody else come in? Because that affects status. So there's different ways that you can attack the same problem. The first one I say might not be the one that they feel like they suffer from. So I want to say multiple things so that one of them hits a pain point and they're like, wow, this does affect me. And the third thing is that you will only hear 2 statements from our team. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. What's the next pain point? Is they probably have a lot of low-skilled laborers who pick up trash, who are not that friendly and don't have a lot of rapport. And so for me to just elevate our service above everybody else to say, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Because in today's day and age, no one treats anyone with respect. And so my company would be about that, because respect would be a pain point for these types of individuals. And now we transition to CTA, which is the call to action, so that we actually get them to do something from this ad. If that sounds interesting, click the link or call 1-800-ALEX-TRASH. And that is one example of the ad. You can have 1 or 2 or 3 kind of meaty portions of it where you hit on the pain a couple different ways, maybe talk about the benefits a couple different ways, but you can have way more hooks because the hook is gonna be the most important part of this ad. Because 80% of people are going to decide not to watch your ad in the first 3 seconds. So that's the part you test the most. If you can get them to buy the ad in the first 3 seconds, you have bought yourself more time to consume the rest of it. Is this you every trash day? So it's a yes-based question in front of 2 visual callouts that look like somebody who is a homeowner who is trash. That would be the hook. You smell that smell? Is that what your Sunday night smells like? Yes-based question with a very weird intro that might catch people's attention. Does the smell of your trash drive you bananas? So that is a yes-based question with humor. And like, if I wanted to attract doctors, I wouldn't dress this way and I wouldn't be in this setting. So the setting and the avatar of the person in the ad will do more to attract the right types of people than anything else. Like if you want to attract more women, put women in the ads. And if you're like, man, I'm a guy and surprisingly, all of my clients are men, it's probably because you're in the ads. So if you want to have twice the reach, have 2 or 3 or 4 different people in the ads that you have. It's one of the easiest ways to double or triple your business or lead flow. What's that? You missed your child's practice again? Didn't get to watch your favorite show again? All right, so here's 2 yes-based questions those are both paying yes-based questions. If they say, yes, I have been missing these things, then I connect that to trash. I'm bridging it to the trash problem. It's really a problem of not having time. I'm just choosing to put that towards trash. What's that? You love trash as much as I do. So just like that, we've got a hook and there's visual action at the beginning of this to break the attention of the normal newsfeed that someone might be experiencing or the TV that they're watching.
Alex, did you take the trash out?
I'm watching the game on my phone. So that is a relatable moment that every man has had when they get asked to take out the trash is you're just doing something else that you'd rather do besides take the trash out. And so each of these hooks can lead right into that original first video I sent. You just cut off the first 5 seconds and then you use this and then it clips right to, there's 3 things that we do better than everybody else and then we go right into it. And that's how you make paid ads. And that gives us the 4th way that you can get customers in the core for a trash business or any other business you want to start. And we put them all together, it looks like this. Thumbs away!
So it'll be a montage of you throwing trash bags over your shoulder, dumping it into the big old receptacle. You're gonna be spraying the money gun everywhere because you've turned so much trash into cash. We'll edit this down for YouTube, we'll make it for the podcast, we'll post on TikTok, Shorts, everything. What do you think?
I think that idea is garbage.